New York City's mayor has turned down an 18% pay rise that would have lifted his annual salary to more than $300,000. But here is where it gets interesting. Zohran Mamdani is still expected to sign the legislation that provides salary increases for other elected officials. The New York City Council approved the measure by 42 votes to 6. Under the plan, Mamdani's yearly salary would rise from $258,750 to $305,800. That is an increase of just over $47,000 a year. Council members would also receive higher salaries, bringing their annual pay to $175,500. Mamdani said he would not accept his own increase because New Yorkers were not telling him that the mayor was paid too little. His response turned a routine salary decision into a debate about political priorities. Supporters of the increase have a practical argument. New York's elected officials have not received a salary adjustment since 2016, while prices have risen by around 31% over the past decade. Without regular reviews, government salaries may fall behind inflation. That could eventually make public service less attractive to qualified people who do not already have personal wealth. However, timing matters. New York is facing projected multi-billion-dollar budget deficits over the next 4 years. Mamdani may also have to negotiate employment contracts affecting roughly 300,000 city workers. Accepting a major personal raise while asking agencies or employees to control spending could weaken his position during those negotiations. The salary package is expected to cost the city an additional $2.6 million in 2026, rising to $17 million in 2027. Compared with New York's enormous city budget, that amount is relatively small. The bigger issue is public trust. When politicians approve their own pay, voters naturally question whether the process is independent and whether ordinary workers are being treated by the same standard. Mamdani's refusal is therefore financially limited but politically powerful. It allows him to say that he supports fair compensation across government without personally benefiting from the decision. There is also a wider lesson for Singapore and other cities. Public sector salaries must be competitive enough to attract capable leaders, but the process must remain transparent. A pay increase can be justified by inflation, workload, and responsibility. Yet even a reasonable increase may look disconnected when residents are struggling with housing, food, and daily expenses. Mamdani's decision will not solve New York's budget problems. It does, however, set a standard that voters may now use to judge his future spending decisions. Was rejecting the raise responsible leadership, or was it mainly a symbolic political move? Share your view below and support 2230 by liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing for more clear news explainers.